So we just arrived at London Terminal 3 here at Heathrow. We're going to stay at the Hilton for the night at the airport, Terminal 4. So we're walking over there now. We'll let you know how long it takes. Is this a good hotel to stay at? And as always, who's getting hustled, my friends? Who's getting hustled? We landed at Terminal 3 and needed to make our way over to Terminal 4. Great signage, but for us it meant we had to go through an underground tunnel to make our way to a terminal transfer train. You do need tickets, but they are free. Go up an elevator to the station. Looks like our train to Terminal 4 is slightly approached. All the trains are very punctual. In the train, out of the train, out the exit. Make sure you hold on to your tickets because you need them to get out. Into another elevator, out of the elevator, and we finally arrived in Terminal 4. And then you do have a sign to the Hilton Hotel as well, which is where we're staying tonight. We have Doris and Edward Bear who are welcoming you to Heathrow. Said you can't go wrong with a Ben & Jerry's machine, right? Oh, but we weren't done yet. One more set of escalators to go. Getting to the Hilton, we're certainly getting our steps in. So good adventure here early in the morning. All right, we're keeping following the signs to the hotel. Almost there. All right, here's the beginning of the walkway to the Hilton here at the airport. It's a long and winding road to the Hilton, my friends, a long and winding road. We stayed at this hotel a few years ago, and I remember this walkway. It is very cold, so it'll wake you up here in the morning. We are just 4 minutes from our hotel. 4 minutes. You do get your steps in on the way to this Hilton, I'll give you that. And like I said, this walk to the hotel is brisk and refreshing at this hour of the morning. All right, we're getting closer. I can sense it. We're 2 minutes away from the hotel. 2 minutes. My memory serves me correctly. This is a very nice hotel. Obviously not a 5-star hotel, but for a sort of airport hotel, very nice, very comfortable. Had an executive lounge, good restaurant. So excited to return and show it to everybody. Do you see the light? Do you see the light? Finally, the light at the end of the tunnel. Come up out of the walkway. And here's the Hilton glistening in the sun. It's a beautiful structure. So we did get upgraded to a King Jr. suite. We are here at 8:15 in the morning, so a little early for the normal check-in. They said no one had stayed in the suite last night, so she's gonna check with housekeeping and see if they can expedite it so we can get up there early. So right now, just hanging out in the executive lounge. As a Diamond member, I do have access to the executive lounge. This one is very spacious. It's open pretty much all day. They have a great coffee machine in there, selection of teas, and since we arrived during the breakfast hours, they had a few pastry selections, some protein bars, some juice. They have plenty of seating areas if you just need a place to come and hang out. Then if you walk to the end, they have a selection of soft drinks and beer as well, but it was a little too early for that. So hiding in the corner of the lounge is something called a Trip Trap chair. It's a baby high chair. Believe it or not, in one of the hotel hustlers' former lives, I used to sell baby products for this company, which is called Stoka. This is actually an amazing chair, believe it or not. We did have breakfast on the plane, but the croissants looked so good, couldn't pass it up. It's been a while since I stayed at a Hilton, so very excited to stay here. Been staying at a lot of Marriott's lately. I do have Diamond status at Hilton, so I forget how nicely they really treat me here, and just looking forward to the stay. If you've stayed at this airport Hilton, drop it in the comments below, and looking forward to sharing this stay with you. At 9:30, they came and got us and told us our room was ready. Very impressed. Let's go check out the junior suite. Very excited to show you this suite, so let's get to it. So one of the things you know that I love is a sitting area, and this has its own sitting room, which is great. Hopefully the video captures it all. Got a nice couch here. Looks like it is very clean. Some beautiful lighting behind it, and that is a lit up map of Europe. That is really cool. Love that. Gets in the travel mode. Got some tables to rest some food on. They put a couple complimentary bottles of water in here, which is very nice. Got a great workstation with an alarm clock. Gotta love that. Really good size TV. And then they got an advertisement for their restaurant, OXBO there as well. Scan it, get the menu. Cozy little nook over here with the Europe map in the background. And then we got a view. Hard to see this view with the glare, but that is of, looks like the OXBO restaurant and bar down there. We have sort of an interior courtyard view, which we will show you later. Got a little Nespresso coffee station here. Got some Walker shortbread, gotta love that. Some Cadbury hot chocolate, and got some different coffees here as well. Got some coffee mugs, some water glasses, wine and beer opener, appreciate that. See what's in here. Oh, we got more. We got more coffee mugs, got some tea. What do we have? More coffee bags, a kettle, ice bucket. You know I love my ice bucket, well done. See if there's anything in here, how to use the machine, which I always do need instructions on things like that. And then we got a fridge down here, which is great. Did not bring my Trader Joe's from America, but if I had, I could store it in there. So appreciate the fridge. Let's see what we got in the closets here. All right, we got some robe action going on. I don't believe it. They gave me 2 robes. Oh, these are soft too. Cannot wait to try one of these on later. This is awesome. 2 robes. Say it isn't so. Got some slippers up there as well. How nice is that? Looks soft. A couple hangers if you need to do some laundry. Ironing board and iron. Let's see what they got in this closet. Got some more storage spaces and a safe, which is always appreciated, and got a hair dryer here as well. Looks like a nice modern one. Truly appreciated. Love hotels that have a full-length mirror. Always nice to see yourself and take a peek at yourself if you're going to go out. So well done on that. Map of the room, we're in room 579. They all look pretty good size, but I appreciate this room. Check out this bedroom. It is a king-size bed. They got some more water by the side of the bed and some water glasses, which is great. Got our alarm clock here with wireless charging. We've got the standard UK outlet with a USB port. Got some good lighting, TV remote. This bed feels soft. Pillows feel good. Look forward to doing the bed test here. On the other side, we got the hotel phone. If you need to call down and get anything, a little stationery and a pen, another water, standard outlet, USB port, lighting, good size room. Time for the bed test. Oh, this is firm. Wow, this is nice. This is going to be a good night's sleep. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to tell you how we slept in the morning. Good size TV in here. Luggage rack, always grateful for that. Looks like I got a few stains on the carpeting, but you can tell it is freshly vacuumed. Just a really nicely done room, King Junior Suite. Lots of room, lots of space. Appreciate that after a long day of travel. Let's check out the bathroom. Very nice, very well lit at first look. Beautiful mirror. Love the lighting around that. Got a makeup mirror as well. You can see my hand on my camera. That is just great. I got some Crabtree and Evelyn body lotion and hand wash for your amenities here. Single vanity sink, little teardrop sink, which is nice. Good size for this room. Always appreciate the double vanity, but not happening today. But Nicely done. Then over here, what do we have? We got a couple dental kits, a couple shave kits, shower caps, and mouthwash. Those will be used and appreciated. You know, I love my separate toilet space, which they do not have here. We'll forgive them this time. Let's check out the shower. Maybe we won't check out the shower. I don't want to break the shower. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I did not break the shower. It was not me. A couple towels in here. Very soft and nice. Good size shower. Your shower gel, conditioner, shampoo. Looks like they do have an overhead rainfall shower. Got a handheld as well. As always, I will test out the pressure in there and the heat and let you know how that is. Got our bath mat down here. A couple hand towels, always appreciated. And some tissues hiding here behind the door. So very nicely appointed bathroom at the end of the day. The shower door is so funny. If I pull on the handle, it doesn't open. But if I pull on the top, it opens easily. Got an old school thermostat in here. Temperature is very nice at the moment, so we'll see if we need to adjust that as the day goes on. One of the things that I really like about our stay here is that we literally got here at 8:15 in the morning. Our flight landed early, came to the hotel, checked in, went to the executive lounge, had a coffee, a croissant. They came and got us at about 9:30 and told us our room was ready. So totally appreciate that we get to spend almost a whole day in this hotel room. Little card here says Hilton, welcome to Hilton London Heathrow, a little QR code for the guest directory. I will scan that and let you know what they have. So when I scanned that QR code, it just let me know that they do have a fitness center here. They have a business center as well, and they have a little grab and go place where you can get some food to go 24 hours a day. Very convenient, and we'll try to show that to you as well. Just unwinding for a minute and gonna freshen up. This is a really thick and plush robe. Totally appreciated. All right, let's see how this water pressure is. Oh, looks a little light. I'll let you know when I get out of the shower how that is. So the water pressure here was okay. Nothing to write home about. Could use a little more pressure, but coming from a long day of travel, it was okay. My bad, I did not notice they had the little reading lights that I love as well on each side of the bed. So very nice touch. Don't believe this is a Dyson, but I think it is something called a Shark, which is a really nice hair dryer, which my wife liked. So really very impressive for this kind of hotel. After a much-needed nap, it was time to explore the hotel. First stop, the little convenience store next to the lobby. They had your standard essentials you might need while traveling: ice cream, soft drinks, alcoholic beverages, coffees. Prices might have been a little on the high side, so it might have been actually cheaper to walk back to the terminal and compare them. They did have a lot of options, which could save you in a pinch if you were tired and just needed to grab something quick. Just outside the little shop was a nice seating area. Then it was time to find the gym. It was actually bigger than I expected. The gym had a good mixture of cardio and free weights. I apologize I couldn't film more, as there were some people working out and I wanted to respect their privacy. It even had a weight room. We were surprised to learn that for an airport hotel, they had their own Beehive, which supplies their honey to the restaurant. To check it out, you gotta walk through the restaurant, go out the back, and voila, you're outside. And another surprise, they had an Airstream trailer on a little beach area. The Airstream trailer is actually a little coffee stand that you can rent out for private parties or if you're having a business function. And behind that, on the way to the Beehive, we found a vegetable garden. This is really cool. They have an herb garden here at the airport. They got oregano. Not sure what else they have here, but a very leafy green vegetable. And herbs grown in this garden are used at the OXBO restaurant. How cool is that? Backside of the hotel. very conscientious minded here, planting trees. These trees were planted Earth Day 2022. Got some fruit trees, trying to create a more sustainable environment here at the airport. Love it.
I was totally surprised by how many herbs and vegetables they had growing right at the airport. This was really cool.
Behave. Beehives here, and they do sting. There you go. You can see the bees in action. Don't want to get stung.
Honeyberries.
Wow, those are some leafy greens. Leafy greens, those look good. You can hear some airplanes taking off in the distance, but very peaceful here at the back of the Hilton. The little herb garden they have, the little reclaimed water fountain. Very nice feel here.
Back to the hotel, found a business center, small but efficient. Then it was time to catch the happy hour at the lounge. The lounge has happy hour every day from 5 to 7. Today they had some wings, some macaroni and cheese balls, a cheese platter, variety of crackers, some crudité, salads, beer and wine. It's actually enough. If you wanted to make a meal out of it, you could. That was actually our dinner. Right outside of the lounge, being an airport hotel, they do have a flight board, which is great. Then it was time to go and explore the terminal and take a little walk.
They got a huge Costa coffee. Might come in handy. Ooh, there it is.
If you haven't been to Europe, Costa Coffee is sort of their Starbucks. Has some fresh pastries, specialty coffees ranging from about 4 to 6 pounds, as well as a variety of soft drinks and ready-to-eat snacks and sandwiches. And across from Costa Coffee is a WHSmith, which is a mini supermarket, super convenient if you stay at any of the airport hotels. We saw some signs for a multi-faith prayer room, so decided to check that out. They had 3 different prayer rooms for people of all different faiths. Been through airports many times and never explored one of these prayer rooms, so just nice to see that they have this for people. We were exhausted at this point. Time to call it a day.
So being a little jet lagged, I did have a good night's sleep. Bed was very firm, pillows were great, air conditioning was perfect. There is some sort of ambient hall noise, which you could hear throughout most of the night. And then I believe where our head of the bed is right next to where the maid's room is. So you could sort of hear maids, I don't want to say coming and going all night, but you could hear them a lot of the time. And when they slam that door, it slams loud enough to wake you up. So that was the only drawback of this room, which is $579. But at the same time, I'm grateful that we got this room at 9:30 in the morning. So we were able to spend almost 24 hours in here, and being jet lagged coming in from our trip, grateful to have this room.
All right, let's go get some breakfast. They had a hot bar with your traditional English breakfast fixings, ham, sausages, beans, eggs. Fresh pastries, which were really good. Selection of juices, cheese, cold cuts, yogurts, chia puddings, a cereal bar, waffles, pancakes, made-to-order omelets, and some other hot items. I couldn't pass up a made-to-order omelet. Didn't have to wait long at all. Looked absolutely beautiful. How can I not put some bacon on the side?
All right, the chef here is a master. This is a homemade egg white omelet. It is so good, light, fluffy, yet crispy. Has all the ingredients perfectly seasoned. Well done. They have a cute little display about the bees, which they are very proud of, which we showed you yesterday when we were outside. Well, hard to see, but that is the honey from their own bees right here. So I'm going to give it a try on one of my muffins. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see how this honey is. Wow, there is nothing like homemade honey. Good for them for doing all what they do with the herbs and the honey here at an airport hotel. Amazing job. So good. This is the bar. Not happening in the morning, but it's a beautiful bar. Looks well lit up. Got Guinness on tap, some pale ales and lagers, and just saw a lot of people hanging out here last night. Very, very nice space. Hey, and they got a popcorn machine. What more could you want? All right, gonna start the wrap up. So gonna start with some TripAdvisor sort of summaries. It's ranked number 4 out of 10 hotels in the Heathrow area for airport hotels. Most of the reviews, 5 out of 5 stars. People like the service, people like the location, people like the staff here, the breakfast, the dinner, the convenience. The 3-star review that I read out of 5, they said breakfast service took too long. The lady making the omelets, it took 25 minutes, and that the soft drinks in the executive lounge weren't stocked fully. And we found none of that to be the case at our stay here. The lady making the omelets was wonderful. I did a made-to-order omelet. It was ready in about 5 minutes, and it was excellent. We were in and out of the executive lounge a couple times, and it was always well-stocked. People were always there attending it, so I thought it was a great job on both of those. Location, location, location. So with this hotel, this Hilton is located at Terminal 4. We landed at Terminal 3, and to get over here, you do have to take a free train, which is not a problem. You actually do have to get a ticket for it, so they sort of clock you in and clock you out. Didn't take too long, and then once you get over to Terminal 4, you sort of come out in the arrivals, so you got to sort of get your bearings on where the hotels are. You got to sort of cross over the arrival section. In all the hotels, they have a walkway to them down at one end, but once you find it, it's pretty easy, and then it's just to the Hilton, about a 4-minute walk down sort of a cool, brisk walkway, which will wake you up in the morning, but the location is great. Just landed Heathrow, need a place to stay, this could be it. As for the design and ambience, we found this hotel to be very modern, especially compared to the other hotels that are sort of in this Heathrow subset, and we did walk to them too, and this is the most nicely styled one of them all. It sort of has a modern glass and beam structure, which we really liked. A lot of light coming in. If you go outside, they have their herb garden, they have their bees. Seems like a great place, you know, business centers, restaurant. They really put a lot into this. Not sure when the last time it was updated was, but enjoyed the design and ambience of this hotel. Hotel also has a gym. It wasn't huge, but if you needed to get a workout in, it would certainly fill in a pinch. There is no spa. They do have parking here. Parking looked like it was pretty expensive. But other than that, pretty much everything you need here, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a great executive lounge as well. We were in the executive lounge just sort of hang out for a couple of reasons, and it was quiet most of the time. You could plug in, get some work done, just relax. Very nice executive lounge. So if you're curious what they have in the executive lounge, they always have a coffee cappuccino machine running, and they always have some soft drinks with Cokes, Diet Cokes, ginger ales, that kind of thing. In the morning, they just have a few light pastries out. I think if you have a status, they expect you to go to the OXBO restaurant for your breakfast. But at dinner, they had a really nice spread. They had appetizers, hors d'oeuvres, they had some hot wings, some little mac and cheese, they had cheese platters. So it was really nicely done, and you could actually sort of fill up, and if you chose to, you could probably eat enough to skip dinner. The staff was wonderful too. We did arrive yesterday very early. We got here at 8:15 in the morning and did not think they'd have the room ready. We were hoping, but they did not. So Rose, who checked us in, she made sure we got a key to the executive lounge. We went in there, just sort of sat down, had some coffee, had a pastry. Then about 9:30, she came and got us and told us our upgraded room was ready, which was great. So very appreciative of all the time that we were able to spend in our room here at the Hilton. Service has been great, other than Rose, who helped us. We've had sort of limited interaction with the staff, but everybody's been very nice, very helpful, always a smile on their face. I think they're used to a lot of in and out travelers, and they seem to know how to deal with them and take care of their travel needs. So grateful for the staff here. So at the OXBO restaurant, they do serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We did have breakfast there. They had a really nice buffet here, which I believe is 25 pounds. As a Diamond member, it is complimentary. That does include some made-to-order omelets, which I got and which I really enjoyed. They seem very territorial about the coffee maker. Like when you sit down, they ask you, do you want a cup of coffee? You say yes. They go to a coffee machine and they get it and they bring it over to you. At some point during the meal, my wife had asked for went for a second cup of coffee, and the lady was like, I'll make it for you. I'll make it for you. And she never did and never made my wife a second cup of coffee. So we just got it in the executive lounge. But other than that, that was the only negative. Food was really good. Lots of selections of juices, oatmeals, fruit, yogurt, pastries, everything you could think of. Full English breakfast, American items as well. So well done on the breakfast. So who's this hotel designed for, and who got hustled? So I would say it's designed for people who either fly in late at night. This is a great stop for them. We saw a bunch of people in the hallway last night coming in. Airline crews stay here, great place for them. People flying out early in the morning. A lot of the international flights are 7, 8, 9 a.m. Stay here the night before. Easy access to Heathrow. Awesome place for that. A lot of business people stay here as well. They seem to tout their business center here. It seemed like there were some small conferences going on here. And if you didn't want to go into London City, this would be a great place to meet associates without going into London at all. So really well designed for a number of different people who got hustled. So the King Deluxe room that I had originally reserved was 158 pounds. We did get upgraded to a King Junior Suite, which I believe was going for over 250 pounds. So drop it in the comments below. Who got hustled? Would you pay that for this room? Have you stayed here? What did you pay? What do you think of this place? Would you stay here? Love to hear your thoughts and comments. Love to hear what other airport hotels you'd love to see me hustle. Thank you as always for watching, and keep on hustling.
That's a wrap. On to the next hustle.